Good afternoon, everyone. I'm coming out with a bit of news. My chemical sensitivity is better. Thank goodness. Thank the Father. And I just want to fill you in on a couple things here, and I'm going to do a quick research, and then I will come back and give you the details. Lashara and I spoke a few days ago on the phone, and she was telling me about a dream that she had, and that her husband now, well, her husband, that she's always had, he is a Muslim, and he was in her dream. This was, I don't know, maybe 4 days ago, something like that. And he said in the dream, he said that Jew will rise against Jew. And she corrected him and said, no, it says in the Bible that nation will rise against nation. In the last days, of course, you guys. Now, when I heard that, and I gave her the interp of the dream and what I thought it meant, I'm not going to go into all of it, but I will just say this, that I immediately thought of the Sunnis and the Shiites. And what's going on here is the Sunni and the Shiite, they, back in the 600s AD, that's when Islam became a nation, you guys, became a religion, so to speak, if you want to call it that. But after Muhammad had died, they had a, which I've already told her this, but I told her not to quote me because I have to go check it out, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty spot on. But the Sunnis and the Shiites, the way they got separated, and what started the feud way back then, it's like the Hatfields and the McCoys. They're fighting amongst each other. Goodness gracious. So anyways, what happened is after Muhammad had died, okay, they wanted a new caliphate, okay, and what happened is they were feuding who was going to be the caliphate. Well, one said that his brother-in-law, which was also his cousin, was to be the caliphate, and then another, then the other side was saying, no, we want his best friend to be the caliphate. Okay, so that is where that feud started, way, 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 way back, right after he died. Okay, now, what's crazy here is, like I told her, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth, because both of these groups of people, the Sunni and the Shiite, they both come out of Ishmael and also Esau. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to do a little research, and I will be back with more in depth. But the thing of it is, the big kicker here, you guys, is she had another dream last night, and Lashara, she had, for real, left it has got a left behind note in one of her Bibles. Now, in the dream she had last night, she says she's been having an awful lot of dreams of her husband lately. And the dream that she had last night, he was reading it. Now, she was still here on the earth, but he looked at her and, like he was taking a sneak peek, and he looked at her, he says, what, there's supposed to be war before this happens, right before this happens? And the thing that's going on right now, this is going to blow you guys away, okay? He's bringing his parents in from the Middle East because there's war. They're saying there's war fixing to start, and that it has started. Okay, so I just want to give this to you guys, and I'm going to come back with some more information on this particular situation. But I want you to go check out her 2 videos. Later on, I'll give you the interps to both of the dreams. But this is important right now. I just want to get this part out. I'm supposed to talk to her after she gets off of work here in just a little while. But and we're going to sort some things out. Okay, I'm going to do a quick study, a quick research to make sure I'm correct on a lot of the stuff that I've just said, which I'm pretty sure what I've just said is correct. Because I studied this stuff about a year ago, and it all has to do with the Pope too. Okay, so I'm not even going to go there. But anyways, Lashara, her name is Lashara Pinckney. Okay, Lashara Pinckney. Go check out the last 2 bids she made, you guys. Now this is incredible because I'm fixing to play a link that she put on her video about Minister Paul Begley, and this he just put out today. This confirms what I said to her that just came out of my mouth, and it was like I knew. You know, these are the two Jews. You know, the Abrahamic seed. Okay, that are Muslim out of Ishmael and out of Esau. Okay, and it confirms her dreams. It confirms her dreams, and it confirms what I said to her about it sounds like the Sunni and the Shiite, because it said Jew. He said Jew will be against Jew, and it also, you know, Abraham was the first Hebrew. Okay, so that is the lineage. All those people are actually lineage of the Hebrew nation. Okay, but they just, you know, have problems with each other. You know, kind of like the Catholics and the Baptists. I don't know how to put it. Anyways, which is not funny. It's not funny at all. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna play this clip for you that Pastor Paul Begley has just put out not too long ago. Anyways, here we go.
Serious. This is serious. War is breaking out in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia and the Houthi rebels who are funded, backed, and supported by Iran. This is the Shiites against the Sunnis. This is what Avi Lipkin said was going to happen. When I sat down and interviewed him in Jerusalem 18 months ago, he told me it's coming. Folks, again, the Houthi rebels have just fired a ballistic missile into Saudi Arabia, trying to hit one of their towns, but the Saudi Arabians, using a Patriot missile system funded by the United States, of course, of America, or at least we sell it to the Saudi Arabians. It's our ballistic missile protection system, defense system. The Patriot missile shot this thing down, preventing hundreds, if not thousands, of people from losing their lives if this ballistic missile had landed in that town. But this time, this has just happened. We understand Saudi Arabia has sent in troops invading into Yemen, and they have killed dozens of Houthi rebels. They have just taken over a prison where Yemen citizens were being shackled to the wall. This is insane. Reports coming out of Air Arabia News, the Saudi air defense systems today have intercepted, and this is just now being released 47 minutes ago. This information is just being released, coming out of the Middle East. But the Saudi air defense system has just intercepted a ballistic missile launched by the Houthi rebels. Social networking last week shared a number of pictures of where the Houthi rebels had fired missiles towards Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia had caught 2 of those, but now they've tried it again. This time, again, it is intercepted, and we're getting reports that Saudi Arabia moving in, sending in the troops heavy, taking over a prison, and releasing prisoners, I guess, shackled to the walls. We're getting more information, but it has happened. The Houthi rebels, who are funded by the Iranians, have fired another missile. You know, they come within less than a minute of a ballistic missile hitting the palace, the royal palace in the capital of Saudi Arabia. They fired missiles toward Mecca. They are trying. This is an Iranian-Saudi Arabian war. It's begun. It's begun. It's going. It's on. It's on. It's on.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Now, I just want to tell you guys that the Iranians are the majority Shiite or Shia, okay? And then, of course, the Saudi Arabia is Sunni, you see? So you got Sunni and you have Iranian-backed Shiite, okay? And then you have, oh, this is just so complicated, but yet it's something else. But the let's see, let me see if I can remember this correctly. Syria, well, I'm not going to go there. All I'm going to tell you is that Arabia fighting against the Iranians, okay, and you know that could be big trouble right there because you know we're allies with Arabia, okay, with the Saudi Arabia country. And it's kind of funny. I had a dream about, I'll say about a week and a half ago, of Egypt, and I didn't know why. But I'm going to give you guys more information on this stuff that's happening, so you guys can understand it better if you don't already know. Some of you are probably pretty intelligent, and maybe y'all can throw some comments down there and help me out. But anyways, as far as the what I told you about Muhammad and about you know, they're waiting for their caliphate. Okay, they're waiting for their so-called Messiah. You know, their which is our Antichrist, you guys. And a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to get there. I'm not even going to go there. But anyways, I just wanted to put this out to you and let you guys know what's happening. He just put this video out. Go check out Lashara Pinckney. I will be back later. I am going to do some research on some stuff. I'm going to try to put it all together. I've already, you know, discerned her dreams. But I just wanted to give this guys to you right now because it is big news. And for her husband to be bringing his mom and dad, his people, out of those areas because war, they're saying that war is getting ready to happen or it's happening. This is a big deal, okay? So anyways, there's a whole lot of stuff that can trickle because you got to remember that Russia backs Syria, and then I believe Turkey is, let's see, Turkey is Shiite. The Turks are Shiite, okay? And so it's just a big mess. Anyways, I just want to bring that to you. I will come back later. You guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned. Amen and amen.